Right, we're at another Team Starbase, boys. My crusade to take all these bullies out like Superman is still ongoing, so go like and subscribe. I need all the love and support I can get because I'm still depressed about losing to Arvin. My plan is to beat all the bases and then go back to him.
Your plan should be to do more training and get super evolved into Baxcalibur George. He's still very weak, all things considered, and has probably been taken out more times than all the other Pokemon on our team, you know.
We should have an easy time with this base, though, guys. It's around level 30, and we should have come here a while ago. But of course, George has gone in some random order, which is kind of our fault for not helping. But we'll still win this one. They also use poison types here, so Meloetta and Psyshock will get you an easy W.
Yeah, and whilst George is taking out the 30 Pokemon before the boss battle, I'll ask the viewers the question for this video, which is, what moment in the anime was your favorite, and why? You can pick anything you like, and if you haven't ever seen the anime, then just go comment your favorite all-time Pokemon.
My favorite moment was when Ash became the Alola Region champion. I know him winning the Masters 8 was cool too, but still, I feel like he was really surprised for winning the Alola Region championships. Also, him beating Cynthia was another great moment I won't ever forget.
My favorite moment in the anime was seeing Dawn because she's a solid 10 in my book, and so is May as well. Both of them are my favorites. I'm not really into Serena because I don't like blondes very much.
Joe, that was the dumbest favorite moment in the anime. You gotta pick something actually memorable like Ash releasing Butterfree or talking to Mewtwo. I loved his interactions with Mewtwo throughout the whole series, except that female one in Unova.
Go on your rant later, dude. It's boss battle time, and the first Pokemon they're sending out is Skuntank. Now we all have dealt with that Pokemon, and we all know how annoying it can be. Commander Jupiter's from Sinnoh was especially the worst thing to deal with.
I'm sorry, Bush, but I think you need to change Icy Wind for something else, dude. It's just so weak, and yeah, it can reduce the speed of a Pokemon, but it's also a special attacking move, and Super has an adamant nature.
Well, I do have Ice Fang, which would probably be better, Donald, so yeah, I'll take your advice on that. If anyone can comment some good moves for Baxcalibur, though, then we'd really appreciate it. He is good, but we need him to be great, since he has for sure been taken out the most.
Looks like he's about to get taken out again as well. The poor guy must have the worst friendship rating amongst our whole team. Although I don't know if affection actually means anything in this game like it did in Luminescent Platinum. That feature saved me a lot, so much so that you could argue that turning it off would have been better.
It's a good feature in my opinion because it kinda is like the anime in that the Pokemon want to make their trainer proud and will use all their strength to try hang on. And in those situations, we even saw some Pokemon evolve like Ash's Monferno into Infernape, which by the way was his best Pokemon.
If you don't include Pikachu, then yeah, sure, Infernape is probably his best Pokemon and also had the best arc as well. None of his other Pokemon even come close.
You can't really include Pikachu because it has constant plot armor, Joe. You could have mentioned something like Sceptile, which had a whole heartbreak arc over Atropius of all things. Because of that, it even forgot how to use Bullet Seed, which was a bit strange, but whatever.
That Sceptile arc was total bullshit, Obama, and you know it. First of all, what the hell would Sceptile see in Atropius, who is like 3 times his size? And also, that guy needed to just pull it together.
Maybe Sceptile just like the thick plus-size type of Pokemon, George. Each to their own is what I always say. Now, well done for beating this Team Starbase too. With all this, we have only 2 bases left, but they're both the most difficult ones and have teams with levels similar to Arvin.
Might as well head to the base with that chick who dresses in all white next George. It's the closest one to us, which is around the northeast of Paldea. That base will also have way higher levels of Pokemon.
Nothing we can't handle, and it's all just warm up for the rematch with Arvin. Plus, after we beat him, we can head right for the Elite Four, which might end up happening in the next episode now by the looks of it.
All right, whatever you say, guys. If I listen to you and it all goes wrong, then I can't be blamed for the mess, which is a win-win for me the way I see it. Then you 3 can fight it out over who messed up and I'll be in the clear.
Fine, but it's all going to be Joe's fault because it usually is. Also, why do they cut the scene out of Miraidon licking Cassiopeia? I want to see some of that licking action up close. I bet she's really enjoying it as well, but won't even admit it.
Donald, keep it PG, please. Although the whole licking thing is a bit weird regardless. I mean, why do they have to treat a legendary Pokémon like a dog when they don't even do that sort of thing with Entei or Raikou, for example? Miraidon seems way more puppy-like compared to those three.
True, he does have the dog-like aspect of him, which makes me sort of relatable and cute. But that's also why I keep forgetting he's a legendary Pokémon, because usually they have an aura of mystique about them and things like that. But this one is with us all the time, and it just feels different.
Right, the second to last team Starbase is this one, and this place is full of bug types, it looks like. But I forget what the actual typing of this place is. It could be normal or flying or even bug.
Yo, they even have a phalanx here. I forgot about that Pokémon, and I just love it so much too. It's like a caterpillar sort of Pokémon, and they all follow the main one, which is known as the Brass. They even made a Pokémon Horizons anime about this Pokémon where Ash and Go tried to catch it.
I remember that episode as well. It was great, and that one even had the penguin Pokémon from Galar called Ice Cube. That Pokémon with the ice cube stuck to his head for some reason. For viewers who've made it this far, how about you all go comment which Pokémon you think got the best styling out of them all?
I think you meant to say which Pokémon got the best design bush. But for me, it of course has to be Arceus and Mega Rayquaza. I wish they had Mega Evolution in this game, because then, boy, I'd just get you to use Rayquaza by himself with a life orb slapped on top to be the icing on the cake. That would be the most cracked Pokémon ever for a casual run.
Yeah, I like Giratina for design though, and specifically its origin form version. The normal overworld version is cool, but the origin one just hits different for me, you know?
Can't go wrong with Giratina either, yeah, Joe. But if we're talking about normal Pokémon, then which ones do you guys resonate with the most? I like Nidoking a lot, and also Golden Go, even though he looks like a cheese string, if our British viewers know what we're talking about.
For normal Pokémon, I love the look of Swampert and Sceptile. Empoleon is also really cool, and of course you can't go wrong with something like Metagross either. All the pseudo-legends have wonderful designs, to be honest.
Right, it's Team Star Boss battle time, guys. Watch me crush this badly dressed lady. She's kind of hot though, and I like her legs. Unfortunately for her though, her looks aren't going to sway me. Plus, I think all these Team Star bosses are borderline psychotic.
Therapy for sure would probably do these guys some good. But then again, when you have Pokémon with you all the time, they probably help a lot with mental health, just like how we have cats and dogs.
Right, well, this Team Starbase has Pokémon which are like level 55. Didn't expect to see this, to be honest. Looks like Super is going to get slammed yet again, and she has Toxicroak too, which is a cracked Pokémon.
Yeah, this base being level 55 is crazy high, to be honest. I guess the bases were meant to be the last thing done in this game before the Elite Four and Area Zero stuff. I know for a fact the Elite Four have Pokémon around this level too, so this is just free training in my view, George.
Gosh darn, Meloetta got literally sucker punched into extinction by this toad. See, Commander Saturn had this one, and even in the anime, this Pokémon is ruthless.
Maybe using Reflect would be wise, George, just to absorb some of the physical attacks this boss loves hitting us with. And then you could reduce the speed with Icy Wind if you like. Plus with Roost, Articuno will be quite useful in this battle, I think.
I have Hurricane on Articuno now as well, which I always thought was the signature move for Dragonite, but it's also this Birdie's one as well. Either way, Hurricane is one powerful move, so I think I got this one in the bag.
Yeah? Or is that before or after you get taken out by a rock tomb? Thankfully with Roost you'll be sound, but bear in mind this monkey she has is also really strong. We never used one back when Obama played through Alola, but I'm sure he would just love it. LMAO.
Donald, you can do the monkey jokes later if you like, because my Articuno just got zapped. Roost was only useful for like one turn there, but her Annihilape here is one tough cookie. It also looks really scary and just plain angry as well. I wouldn't want to see one of those in a dark alley.
Man, this one has a counter for our whole team. It doesn't help that we have 2 Ice-type Pokémon, though George and a few dragons too. Maybe in hindsight, that wasn't such a great idea, although we can blame that on Donald for not thinking this far ahead.
Yeah, blame me all you want, Barry. But I can't remember every single Pokémon we were going to encounter in this game. And that's also kind of the point, you know. It's a test for George to see how adaptable he is, because that's honestly the only way he'll become a better Pokémon trainer. I, however, can't expect someone like you to understand, considering your past.
Jesus Christ, this girl is insane. Her Pokémon is ruining our whole team of legendary Pokémon, by the way. And we basically have 1 3/4 Pokémon left because the other 2 are almost dead.
This has been brutal. I thought it would go a tiny bit better than it has. But then again, it's my first Pokémon game, and I'm still learning the ropes, so I don't want to see no negative comments in this video, guys. Be nice to me, please, because I'm a snowflake.
Sorry, George, but that's not how the internet works. You need to learn to have some thick skin and become tough like me, and even Joe and Obama, believe it or not. Saying that, well done, you beat Ari or whatever her name is. I don't mind her, but the face paint is just weird, man.
And then we always have to listen to these stupid conversations from the past about these morons. No one likes Team Star, and honestly, Game Freak need to do a better job with the evil teams for the next game. We want to actually have some real-world consequences to these guys being around, like with Team Galactic or Plasma.
Yeah, but at least these guys give us TMs after beating them. The other evil teams just mock us and then leave after making a rude joke too. Personally, they're still shit, and calling them evil is pushing it as well, but they're still nice in the end.
This Airy Girl Team Star boss seems like a real pushover, all things considered. All her little minions here seem way more put together than she is. One thing I know about leading is you can't be a pushover or show emotions like she does.
Yeah, but you're not exactly the toughest guy in the world either, are you, Joe? Out of all 4 of us, I'm clearly the biggest G there is, and I guess Donald can come in a close second, because if I don't pick him, then he will have a hissy fit and meltdown.
Listen here, bucko. I've been very nice to you throughout this whole playthrough, and also just in general, to be honest, so you better be nice to me, man. I could easily turn into a demon and drop kick you into the sun like a rubber duck.
Donald, I don't even know what that insult means. Drop-kicking George into the sun like he's some sort of rubber duck is one weird way to threaten him, but then again, I guess this is you who we're talking about. In other news, Cassiopeia is back at it again with the random phone calls, and it should be pretty obvious who this person is now.
I can't figure out for the life of me who that is, but I will say it is very suspect how as soon as the phone call ends, this redhead shows up out of nowhere and almost instantly too. I think that is very suspicious, but I don't think they're the same person.
Joe, this is my first time playing, but even I have figured this whole situation out. Anyway, looks like I won't be the one spoiling anything for you this time. With that, I need to go heal our team up, and I would also like to remind everyone to hit the like and subscribe buttons.
Yeah, the next and final Team Star base is all the way up north, and we can head there first thing in Part 12. We would like to apologize for some episodes being shorter. We just have been quite busy in real life at the moment, so we hope you all understand.
That's also why the almost daily uploads have been every other day or 2 days as well. But if you'd like early access to new videos, then consider joining our channel and Patreon, guys.
I also seriously need to get super evolved by the time Part 12 is out, because the little guy is holding our whole team back, boys.